What's going on, guys? Lindsay with Side Hustle 247 back with another video. In this video, I am going to show you guys what I did to find courier companies in my particular area. I'm actually going to show you kind of at the Atlanta market and everything like that. But before we get started, make sure and hit that subscribe button. Also, I know it's been a minute since I made a video, so I appreciate you guys who have been supporting me, hit me up, saying make some more videos. Just got, my kids. I'm a single dad, running around like crazy, trying to make money and take care of them, schoolwork, everything else. It's plus they play sports, lots and lots of sports. So it's completely nuts. But I've been telling you guys I was going to make this video about finding courier companies. So here we go. Make sure and hit that subscribe button. Hit me up with any questions or comments down below. Obviously, I'm not the pro on everything that's courier. I just kind of going with my story as we roll along. Make sure and hit that notification bell. And let's just jump right into it. So before I got started with courier, I just kind of, I watched some videos just like everybody else does. And, I was kind of in between gigs and I was like, I need some money. That's kind of how it works. So this is basically what I did. I mean, the first thing I did was courier companies near me. And I just started going down and looking at the courier companies on the websites. Couriersatlanta.com, services, location, just kind of seeing what they did. Obviously, all these are relatively close. I don't want to be in Atlanta or Marietta. I'm in Forsyth County. Alpharetta's not bad for me. Sandy Springs wouldn't be too bad. Dunwoody's probably a little far. Well, it's probably not much further than Sandy Springs, honestly, but during the day, it wouldn't be that bad for me. Roswell, same thing. Duluth, yeah, I would go to Duluth. That's not too bad. So, and then I just kind of start searching out to see if they have, somewhere where you can, if they're hiring, basically, if they're looking to jobs right here. And then normally I would just go in here and fill out my information, just put in everything. And, if it looks like a good company, I would just start calling them. A lot of these companies just get bombarded with all sorts of stuff. So, it's one of those things where you just kind of like, I really want this job. You got to go after it. It's just like anything else. Call them, ask them some questions about the company. Do you guys have, routes that you pay people per day? Like what do the routes consist of? What are the areas you guys are looking for to hire? Different things like that. It's just one of those things, like you just have to just start digging in. Another thing that, I just went to all these companies realistically and started filling out applications. And, I started getting hit back. It wasn't every one of the companies didn't hit me back, but I went to Craigslist and I started looking at all these. And a lot of these are garbage on Craigslist, but let's see what we got here. Courier Express. I mean, they're a huge company. They just about will hire anyone. I told you guys in my last video, I was working for them. They got some good gigs that are really, really, you can make some money. Work 5-6 hours a day, make $230 a day. I mean, you're not going to make, it's not going to make you rich, but that's solid work. I mean, there's people doing other jobs making $20 an hour, working 10 hours a day, and still not making $220 a day. So it's couriering, from my perspective and from my experience, is one of those things that you just have to start doing. And for me, having 2 kids, it's extremely tough. I'll do whatever I got to do to make money. I've made lots of money in my life, and I've lost a lot of money in my life. I've been real stupid, been up and down with a lot of things. So $220 to me isn't a lot of money. $220 to me right now is a lot of money. So, it's all relative, for your position. Can you make a good amount of money doing couriering? Sure, if you're willing to put in the hours. And I think the more you put in, the more you're going to get out. And then you just keep on going after it. Eventually, something good can happen. You can get a couple of routes. Maybe you get a bigger route. Maybe you have a van and you find a route that's, paying $300, $400 a day. I mean, there is all sorts of things out there. I talked to a guy the other day that has box trucks. I was curious about box trucks and things like that. He made the investment. I was thinking about possibly trying to make that investment, and I still might. But he was on like a U-line. He got routes for U-line. He was telling me about Amazon boards and things like that, but his trucks, usually they get in about, they do their pickup about 6 and they're off by about 12. So it's really 6 hours. It's pretty simple. They get about $200 to $250 per route. Looking at insurance and everything else, is that worth it? I don't know. I haven't dug into it that much. To me, that's not super, super awesome. But if you can pick up maybe 2 routes in a day where he after 12, he can go make another pickup and make another run and make 400 by, another 4 or 5 hours. Well, yeah, I think you're starting to do all right. It's a lot of work. Working's hard. You got to put in the hours. I wish everything was perfect and you just type in here and say, I want to be a courier, and they got 4-hour gigs paying $350, but that's just not realistic. Some people are getting lucky like that, and it's awesome. I'm sure there's people who have hit me up all the time who got it all figured out. So it's just one of those things. 400, 700 starting in a weekly settlement, that's probably pretty typical. If you just need some side money, it's, this can be something you can do to make some, okay money. It's not going to make you rich, but this is how you go about it. I went on Indeed. I just typed in courier, whatever, let's say Atlanta. Courier, contract courier drivers, courier net. I think they're pretty much like Courier Express, very similar. Delivery driver. AME Pharmacy, Apple Couriers. They contacted me. I mean, some of these are bigger companies. Some of them I don't really know that much about. Like, I just sent out as many resumes and things as I could, and some of them hit you back, some of them don't. You can always start trying to contact these people and ask them more questions. That's your prerogative. That's probably a better way to go about it, honestly. I kind of am the lazy method, just threw a bunch of shit against the wall and see what would stick, and some of it did. And obviously, you guys have gotten my story up until this point. And so that's pretty much it. That's exactly how I went about it. It wasn't rocket science. It's not crazy. People are always asking me, what'd you do? And this was it. It was real simple stuff. So you guys, if you have any questions, obviously drop it down below. Be glad to answer any more questions I possibly can for you. And I do my best to respond to everything, unless it's just some asshole, or jerk talking, smack. Usually they find one video and they haven't watched all my videos and decide, I'm going to run my mouth about this person. And I'm just kind of like, okay, I don't really understand that kind of stuff, but what are you going to do? You know, I'm just a normal guy with a couple kids, you know, grinding along, just trying to make a living, trying to figure it out. You know, I've had lots of businesses that had success, and I've had obviously some businesses that just have fallen. I mean, everything's gone. I've sabotaged myself. Some bad situations, divorce and things like that have happened to me. I'm not crying over here. I'm just trying to tell you guys, like, I'm grinding it out like anyone else. And if you're young and you got lots of time on your hands, you know, I think this is something you could probably figure out and put in the hours and see what happens. You know, keep on keeping your feelers out there, network as much as possible, ask as many questions to as many people as possible, always be reaching out to new companies and seeing what kind of things they offer, and just go from there. So that's how I went about it. I'm going to make some videos here soon. I got another little thing I'm going to make a video on. You guys will see that coming up soon too. So I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me, commenting on my videos, asking questions, all that kind of stuff. Make sure and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.